Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and the results are in, and they're not good for Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. So, a bunch of political experts were having a conversation about Joe Biden's chances in the 2024 presidential election. Now, if you've seen the latest CNN poll, Trump is way ahead. He's way ahead in a one-on-one race. He's way ahead when you add RFK to that and it becomes a three-person race, RFK Jr., I should say. He's way ahead. And this is a CNN poll. You know CNN is Biden-friendly territory for the most part, and it had to be tough for them to publish this, but it's true. Now, add into that what some of these experts are saying. They're saying that the worst mistake Biden ever made was bringing Kamala Harris on his ticket. You have a very unpopular president right now. At least if you had a popular vice president, that might assist you. But he's got one of the historically most unpopular vice presidents in the history of this nation. That's going to be a drag, as they call it, a drag on the ticket. And it might result, and it probably will result, I believe Trump is going to win in 2024. I can't guarantee that because we're in April, going to be May. The election's in November, and a ton of stuff can happen in the political world in that span. But I do have a lot of confidence right now in the polling, have a lot of confidence in what Trump is saying, and a lot of confidence that people that traditionally vote Democrat are starting to move over, to the Trump side. I want you to watch this segment and let me know what you think. As always, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.
Vice President Harris is taking a bigger and more prominent role in the Biden re-election campaign. This week, she's kicking off an economic opportunity tour, starting with stops in Atlanta and Detroit, that focuses on communities of color. Harris has already visited more than a dozen states this year, talking about reproductive rights and gun control. But despite being out front on those issues, interesting news, recent focus groups conducted by the super PAC Republican voters against Trump found that swing voters don't like Harris. And focus groups conducted by the Democratic National Committee also found Harris rubs some people the wrong way. So, Jonah, how big a drag is Kamala Harris on the ticket?
I think she's a pretty big drag. I think she was arguably Biden's worst political decision of his presidency to pick her in the first place. And one of the special reasons that she's a drag is Biden's age concerns people. They worry that he can't fill a term. They worry that he's not up to the job. And so the vice president matters more than they normally do. I generally think going into the future that Democrats really should not nominate or front people who come from decidedly all blue states unless they're like once in a generation talents like Barack Obama. Because Kamala Harris does not know how to talk to the center or to the right. She only really knows how to sort of speak the language of the base of the party, and that's 34% of the electorate.
Let me pick up on that, because it's not just focus groups that are down on Harris right now. In a recent poll, national poll, 40% approved of the vice president's job performance, while 55% disapproved. And Kara, to Jonah's point, given the fact that people are so worried, voters on all political stripes are so worried about Biden's age and whether he's going to last for 4 more years, is it a problem when they're not very satisfied or reassured by the person who would succeed him?
Doesn't really matter. She's not going to be replaced, and they don't like her. There's lots of reasons they don't like her, and I don't think the vice president matters as much as people think. I don't think they think about her unless...
With an 82-year-old president, it might
I get that,
more.
But right now, I don't think that's the first thing they think about is her necessarily. I just don't. I think they've not liked her. She's had not a successful vice presidency, although I don't know what that means at all, because I don't think people thought of Mike Pence very much, or Dan Quayle, or anybody else. And so it doesn't matter, because she's not going anywhere. He is not going to replace her. Think about that. Think about the earthquake that would cause. And so
I think Jonah's right.